Right, I haven't played for over a week, but I'm ready to get stuck into these supercomputers again. I think I'm going to get the AI limiters working because I think I've already done the Quickwire. We've just got to get the copper sheet. Well, I know I've made the copper sheet so we can get that over. And yeah, we'll have a look. But let's go and check out what's going on. So the AI limiters are made in that building there, I think. I can't remember. I know they're belted up. It's just getting the product there, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. So they're all belted. So I have to bring it in. Yeah, right. So copper sheet and Quickwire. Copper sheet and Quickwire. And I've already got the copper sheet made, so we may as well bring those in. I'm just going to go to my spreadsheet. Where are we? There's copper sheet. That's this one here. And this one here. Right. So we need to bring those back. Let's go and see what is the best way to bring them. So this is the copper sheet I brought over previously. But where did that go? Where did the so the previous copper sheet came in there. Okay. Right. Oh yeah, that might... We might be able to... Just gotta see what we can do here. So where did it go? It went that way. Right. So next floor up. There is this height here that I could do that. And then I don't think I can get it. Actually, you know what I could do? So I've got the top two rows there available. Alright, so yeah, they're available. So that could come across here. Alright, so they're taken up here, but if we drop them down, hold on. Yeah, right. I could bring them in here that way, and they would come out. Yeah, I think I know how I'm going to do this. Right. This is the spot. So it would need to be. Oh, look. Yep. Delete that. Get rid of that. And I'll get rid of that. That there. And then I'm going to have one there and one there, and that's, so we've got 56 and 9, so mark ones. So we go 3 and 4, so I'm going to do so that to there, and this one, so that would reach. Alright, I need to do something. I want to get that belt speed right, so it's going to be a belt going that way. So I'm going to grab that to there, and now I can just get rid of this. This should so this is the building, right? Okay, yep. So if we go... I don't think I've got anything on this floor yet, do I? No, alright. So this is one input here. So let's just have a look. Might do both of them at this height. Alright, so that'll be copper sheet. That one's Quickwire. Is there any reason why I chose that? I'm going to change them around. This will be Quickwire. And this will be sheet. Perfect. So that one there is the 56.25. That's the supercomputer. Alright, so that one will be the outside one. Now this is where it's coming in there. This one will be okay here. And one of them I will have to change. That's the case. That one there, I can pop it up. Yeah, okay, I can do that. Alright. Let's still stick with this plane. Leave that there for a sec. Yeah. So that, it's not going to make it to there. It'll make it to there. And then so I need to get rid of. Trains have collided. Is that where I think it is? Yeah, for some reason it's a collision up there. That's annoying. I need to go and fix that. That's frustrating. I may have to change where those trains come in and go out. That was some changes I made recently, so it's an annoying distraction. I was right in the middle of something then, but anyway. Let's go and investigate. I'm not entirely sure where the collision is. If it's the main intersection or if it's the intersection off to the side. I think I know how to fix it. This one, it's the oil train. Yeah, I think what we'll do is I'm going to change how this one enters and exits. Hold on, did that one just... Oh, right, okay, yep. So instead of that junction being here, I probably might put it join up over there. Or yeah, I don't know. Right now, it's not something I want to worry about. We'll deal with that later. I could even move that across. No, I've got to think about it. I don't want to think about it right now. I'm actually glad it was that one and not the new one I added. Because that's something that has happened in the past. I thought I'd fixed it, but obviously not. But that's the first time it's happened in a long time. Excuse me. Alright, so back over here. Before I was rudely interrupted. So the 56, I'm going to make a note of this. $56.25 equals roadside. Alright, so it's back over here. I think I'm going to do something I don't often do. Before I do that, I might just drop it down and bring it in. That one's to there. So I could go that one there. No, I'll go above. I'm just thinking about this. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, so yep, alright, so I'm going to get this here. Did I do that one right? Where did that go? I went outside. That's not where it was supposed to go. Alright. That one is going to go to here. go, and then conveyor hole. Not like that though. Right, so... Oh, that's the wrong hole. The hole needs to be here. Right, so then this so there'll be this one to here, and then probably another one, and then that'll join up. Perfect. So then this one is the 9.975. Right. Well, let's go run those belts. So they're going to run around here. This is going to be annoying, but we'll just dip under them, I suppose. I think it's got to be here. Probably here. Oof. That one. It's probably going to go to there. Like that. Nice, that works. This one is going to keep going around. This one, I think we're going to do that, to be honest. And then they will go straight across here. The top. So what I'm going to do is so I can go there. Right. Double check this is correct inside. Yep. All right. All right. So what I'm going to do is that. It's going to be so they're both the same. So I'm going to do one here, one here. Doesn't really matter. There's one there. And one there. Alright, so that's the outside. It does matter outside. Yeah, I'm going to change those. So that becomes that's the outside one, and when it flips it stays on the outside. Okay, so that one should be there. So now, this one is the 56. Rightio. Now I need to find where these are. I don't think it's this 4. Oh, it could be. That's it, 56.25. So that one is on the outside. So that one come down. Okay, I'll hook that up in a minute. We should be able to go down another floor. No, not there, but possibly instead of there, so that was the outside one. That would need to be actually here. I can't go there because that's there. I put it there to avoid something. got the direction wrong on this. That was too high. Right, so that there, that comes down. And like I said, this goes to the outside one over here. Right. To there, and that to there. That's that one. The other one is the 9.975. Not this floor, this floor's full. Probably this one here. Yep, that's the one. So that output there could go right next to it, I reckon. Is it this running in this floor? It is. And if this is already done, those already done. It's this one here. This to here. I could probably just go like that, and then it's the next floor up, isn't it? It's this one here. So that, yep, so that one Go like that. Too long. So right, that is that fixed. They're implemented. So the next thing will be to get the Quickwire. I've still got to hook it up at the other end. I haven't completely done that yet. So that goes this way. Pretty sure I've got that correct all the way through. Yeah. Oh yeah, hello Sponge, welcome. As you can see, I have fixed glasses now. Freaking awesome. And they do go all the way through to the right spots. Perfect. Alright, so now it's high-speed connectors. Now it's Quickwire. We need to get Quickwire here. Right. Very quickly, I'm going to have a quick break and I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, so Quickwire. Let's have a look. So the Quickwire got here 225 and 39.9. If I go to my Quickwire sheet, this one I haven't made. There's my 225. So I've got to go and make these two and then run them back. Let's try to see. My trains haven't crashed again, that's good. Alright, Quickwire. Oh, there's my Sulfur Explorer. It's working. Right, it's got to be this factory here. So there's going to be 3 machines and 1 machine. Now there's 1 spare machine here. So that could be one of them, and the other one will have to be the next floor up, I think. I think it's hilarious that when I'm using the hover pack and my head touches the roof, it makes walking sounds. Alright, so we need to make this floor, so I might as well put the Quickwire machines down for this floor, for every future Quickwire that we need. Maybe... because it helps me determine how I build it. Am I happy with how they are sitting? Not really. I would prefer them to come back one. Because they're... oh, actually... no... yeah, if I can bring them back one, it'll help. I think. So I've got to make... let's have a look at future Quickwire productions. I've got to make 3 and then 1. I'm going to make that one, 2, there's 1, 3 there. Okay, so that's 6. Because we'll go back. Yeah, all right. 6, 7, 8. Then that's nuclear. And that's 7. That'll be... and that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How many do I fit on a floor? I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I get 18 on a floor. Okay. And that's not including... oh yeah, there is 18 because... yeah, no, I don't want to try and get any more in. Right here, so that's... how far is it? So that's flush on the corner. And there's a hole, so I can come half a bit foundation across. It would be that, I think. Because right now it's there right now. So that would be half across. And that there. That's where it is currently, and I want to move it there. So right now that is not correct. Oh no. Oh yeah, no, that's right. If I get the... That's there. Yep, that's got it. So it's there. They're a bit closer packed together. That's going to be worth it though. I think. Right. Now I've got to have 3. Computer. So I need, basically at the moment, there's 4 production lines I need to worry about. And I think what I'm going to do is there's a 3 and a 3. So I might do a 3 there and a 3 here to start off with. So if I get that there, and then I get okay, this is for assemblers. My inputs are there and there. Input. No, it's like this. That's it. Charles, hello, welcome. Good to see you. Now, the sync. Is this end. So I need that one. And that goes there. That's what I wanted. So that's that one. And this one is this one, because the direction, no, it's going to be that one still. I better check I did that right. Yep, the direction's going that way. That's it, that way. Yeah, I thought that was wrong. Here we go. So that's 3, and then then we've got smart splitter for assembler reverse, so it'll be off this one here. That's it. That goes there. And then the next one goes next to it. I'm just checking some sheets. So there's a 2. And another 2. So what don't I do? I reckon if I can do this properly, it'll make management better. But I did another one of these here, and that could do those two. And if I did that's got to be going that way. Like that. This one I got off. I got the orientation off. The alignment. So that's there. And there. This one is okay, I've got that one correct. And that one, and then I'm going to do two again, so this one will be here. Right. Let's put some signs down. Let's see. Because I think I'm going to have to update this. Yeah, we're going to update this sign to be Quickwire. All right, logistics. Assembler. Right. So supercomputer for this one. And the next production line for this one is computers. Right. And this is deuterium ingot. 6.25 by 3 equals 8.7525. Rightio. And copper is 131.25 by 3 is 43.7625. Right. And then our output is Quickwire. And in this case, It's 105.03. No. That's 315 by 3 is something like that. No, it'd be 105. There's some calculations off a bit with some decimal point roundings that are going on. Alright, that's all I wanted there. Oh. I've been trying to fix this extra space for a long time. So we're going to save that. I'm going to override it. Clear the blueprint designer. Alright, so I reckon over here so it's going to go put it ahead a bit more. Alright, so this one alright, so these three machines where are we? 116.7. Rightio. The Glad, I'm back. Thank you very much. The Myth, the Legend. How am I feeling? I'm feeling good. I just, my glasses were broke. I snapped them in the middle, so I couldn't really do anything that required my sight. And I finally got them back today, so we're back into the swing of things. It was a little bit frustrating, but there's nothing much I could do about it. Right, so I've made those three. These three over here. What about yourself? How are you feeling? This one is for AI limiter. Rightio. How did I manage to break your glasses like that? Well, I just happened to be working in the backyard and I was pulling them off my head to take them off so I wouldn't damage them while I was gardening, and I broke them. They just snapped. So I think I might have just been, I was trying to go over my head and I had a big hat on, and I think I just, yeah, I don't know. They're titanium, but anyway. Mr. Muscles, that's right. It's just annoying. It's not the first time in my life where I've stopped myself and have made an effort to prevent something from happening, and the thing that I tried to prevent from happening happened. And it's not a very, like, I'm not trying to prevent world hunger or anything like that. It's just I don't want to break my glasses. Snap. That's life, I suppose. That's not right. There we go. I hope you're doing well. And this is 225. 75 each. Right. So they are 83.4%. That's 1, 2, 3. Charles, mine lost a screw. Of course, it was the ones I paid extra for tint. Oh my god, that's annoying. To go, you fine, thanks. Just had a week off with the wife and kids. Back to work today. Aha, I see. That would have been good. Oh yeah, I did intend to do that. Right, so then I'll just put my phone on mute. So this next one here, glad it was. Spring has sprung in the Netherlands. It's nice weather. Yeah, I bet you it is. Okay, this is also for AI limiter. This one's for assembly director system. And this is $39.96. No. 3.33. Charles, you won't pay for tint again. They make it sound like they are sunglasses, not even close. Yeah, right. It's like, I remember when I got my motorbike license and the person that was giving us the class told us about tinted visors, and it's not worth getting a tinted visor because if it gets dark, you know, if it's the end of the day and it gets dark, you can't see. You have to lift your visor up, and then you're just going to be having wind blow in your eyes. And that one is going to put that one's 44.4. Right, and then this one this is for computers, for supercomputers for assembly director system. This one is 4.6575. And 23.2875. Right, and then it's going to output 55.89. Right, that's that one built. Then there was that was, hold on. %62.1%. Oops, what did I do? Right. Now the next one was which is a double here. This will be for turbo motors. And it's actually for computers. Is the next part in the production line. And this is 6.5625 by 2. Nah, hold on. 13.125. And then copper 65.625 by 2 is 32.8125. And it's going to output 157.5 by 2, which is 78.75 each. So that's going to be 87.5%. One and two. So they're built. And then this one here this is for nuclear pasta. Yep. And the next part in this is high-speed connectors. Right. That is going to be 10 by 2 is 5 per minute each, and 50 by 2 is 25 each. And it's going to output 120 by 2 is 60 each. And that's two machines, 66.7%. That's for that one, and that's for that one. Right. That's AI limiter. So the next one, this is for the AI limiter for the magnetic field generator. So this is $6.6675. Ooh. Excuse me, 33.3375. And then that's going to output 80. That's 88.9%. Right. We've got another one I'm going to do here. That looks about right. That's lined up there. Okay, this is turbo motor. Right. This is I might. This one's actually I might underclock this a bit because I can do a double for this one. and that, because if I'm trying to build too many in the one floor, I've got too many belts coming in, it's going to get too complicated. So that, so instead of overclocking at 125, 62.5%. And that's 2 machines. Alright, so that'll be 9.375 by 2 is 4.6875. $46.875 by 2 is 23 by 4375. And that's going to output 112.5 by 2, which is 56.25 each. Okay. Because I'm going to need to bring in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lines along this one belt, one side. That's a lot. Okay, so this is 56.25. That's that side. So I've got 3 machines left on this side. So I'm just skipping the nuclear ones. And that's already done, and there's, right, this one. That looks better. Alright, this one is for thermal propulsion rocket. Oh yeah, and computer is the next part. Okay, cool. And then this is $3.51. $17.55. 42.12. Right, so that was 46.8%. Right. I'm just going to check. There's one. Oh, and then there's 12, 6. Yeah, right. This is for AI limiter. For the thermal propulsion rocket, it is 2.7825. $13.9125. And it's going to output 33.39. So that is 37.1%. And then the last one make sure I did that. Yep, okay. The last one is what's a BWD? It's the ballistic warp drive. That's right. So this one is 5. 25. And away output 60. All right. That's all of them configured for this floor, and we're going to leave it at that. We just need to do the what do you call it? What's this thing called? Right, so it's not going to be there. So if I put I suppose if I did this, there, it doesn't leave room for, because that one's going to come to here, the next floor above. You know what? I reckon we'll put a sink on the next floor above. Yep, alright. So that's not ideal there. Oh, actually, hold on, no. We can do a normal one. Yeah, no, I'll do that to there. And that lets me, in reality, no, I'm just going to do that. And that solves that. All of that's done nicely for overflow. Perfect. So I just need Alright, so this is all the overflow. On the input of all of these. That's that done. Next. I'm going to do the it's going to be there.
Buckle up, there's a raid incoming.
Look out.
Thank you, Dragon Hartwinkin, for the raid of 27 viewers.
Welcome, Dragonheart. Coming in with a raid, 27 viewers, absolutely awesome. Last seen playing Satisfactory, of course. How's that beautiful build of yours? I saw that aluminum ingot build you did recently. That was very sexy. And that curved shape, it all just looks perfect. Welcome, everyone. I'm working on some Quickwire at the moment. Just planning out future Quickwire production lines for lots of stuff. And how are you today, Dragonheart? I hope you're doing well. If you've got to run off and get horizontal, by all means, go for it. Don't wait around for me to waffle on some more. You really like the way that aluminum came out? Yeah, it was a good example of how curves can work for you. I think I was noticing that recently when I did the Fixma stuff. The foundries look really good. I think it was the foundries I saw. But yeah, some of the when you do the buildings at a certain curve, they look awesome. So I'm just working on my Quickwire factory. We just finished defining what all the machines are for, and now I'm getting ready to put the next layer on and close the floor. Deal with that later. I don't see why you would ever need to zoot doors, but anyway. Choices there. Interesting. So I do like building like this. I put it all down in the floor that I know the size of the floor, and then once it's all belted, then just put the roof and walls on. Makes it a little bit easier. Compartmentalizing stuff is dandy, absolutely. It just makes it easy. Yeah, I've got a nice set of blueprints that serve that are generic to use across different setups, but enough that they complement each other and work really well.
Hey Smackin', you just got a follow.
Thank you, Neelisk, for the follow.
Have a great day. You're fading fast. See you on the next trip. Absolutely, Dragonheart. Thanks very much, folks. And don't forget, if you're not following Dragonheart, I'm sure you already are. Drop him a follow. Go check him out sometimes. He does some amazing builds. Nilzak, dropping a follow. Welcome. Alright. So now that I've got that there, power's here. That's it. Yeah, I might move all that across one. That's a bit better. I like that. Alright. They've all got power now. So there's 2 belts I want to deal with first. 2 production lines, and they're these over here, I think. Because I'm dealing with AI limiters right now. So that one goes to AI limiters, and that one goes to AI limiters. So this one here, Mark 2 belts on the output, but Mark 1 belts on the inputs. And that's a single. So let's go 3, 4. Rightio. So they're going to be 75 each. Captain Dynamo, hello, welcome. great to see you there. Alright, now, I don't know if I put these merges too close. Yeah, so I'm going to do something a bit different here. I got a logistics headache I created for myself, but I can sort it out. So I'm going to do split 50-50. Probably going to mean put it in tool slots, and you can place it like a placeable or slide it out of inventory and feed the doggos, but there is a height difference. What are you talking about? Sorry, I've missed the statues. For the statues. Oh, there's only one place statues go, my friend. See here, statue. What does it say right there? Equipment slot, hand. Statues go in the hand. That's it. There's only one place where statues go. Yeah, you can place it like that, but I like to have it in my hand, as opposed to having something else out, the nut or whatever. That's my trigger. It's 150, no, 3. But if you toss it out like feeding the doggos, there's a height difference. You reckon? Oh yeah. Yeah, I see. I see. Interesting. I see what you're saying. You're on the money there. Absolutely. I'm going to do this like that. Right, so now it's not gonna, I'm not gonna, I think I like it, but if we do it this way, then I'll be happy. Alright, so then that's perfect. Yep. Quite a difference in scale. Yeah, I wonder what they were thinking, hey? I wonder what they were thinking when they did that. Well, that's that one, and then that means this one can go in its normal fashion like that. Right, so I've got to take the output of this one and this one and take them to our AI limiters. So I think we're going to go through here. The AI limiter building is over there. I'm going to weave through all this crap. So pretty much well. Yeah. When you look at it all, all the floors are taken up. Almost, sort of, kind of. I could do, they would go straight across. But then over here, the pipes are in the way, so it can't go there. Could go there. So you're saying there. Okay, that might work. That might work indeed. Right, so you're saying then yep, that's all above board. What's it like on this side? I feel like the concrete here is going to be in the way. So frustrating, isn't it? Can I do anything about that concrete? It's also that's, yeah. These ones here are okay. What about, let me get a bit creative here. So I'm saying there and there. Oh yeah, I like this. Yep. Alright, okay, so let me bring this, and then that's going to make its way over there, fine. Okay, alright. We'll deal with that down there in a sec. So we've got basically $39 and $225. So the $225 is the furthest one, right? Alright, so oh yeah. Okay, so this one, so that one would be, I reckon, yeah, I like that. And then I'll go to there. So that's the Mark III. And then the Mark I can come do I want to put that there or there? Probably there. Okay. Something's not right there. Yep, okay. So there needs to be that one there. Okay, so let's just run them back. I'm going to change. It's easier this way. That one. Alright, so then that now gets me this. And this. Oh, I like that little switcheroonie. Alright, so now we've got Mark. So, yep, that's Mark 3. Oops, fall too low. Now, I've got a feeling here is an issue, but we're going to drop it down one, I think, to get around this. We drop it down one or go up one? We can drop it down one. Actually, we might turn. So I don't need those ones. Or that one. Let me just double check. What have we got here? Mark 3 is on the outside. Right, yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do here is this side that I want to do it? Or the other side? That's the... Yeah, it's actually the other side. No, I've done something wrong here. Oh, I deleted it. Yeah, that's what I want anyway. There we go. Alright. So the 225 so that's the 225 there. And it is the that one. So why don't I do that will work. I don't want it to... What's the height it's at? It's at the bottom, isn't it? Yeah. But I don't want to run it at the bottom. So why don't we do... that'll turn. Actually, let's do it to here. And then the other one's going to be right next to it, isn't it? No, it's going to be... I could run it here. Right, that to there, that to there. Right. Too long. Right, that's one. And then this is the next one. 39, yep. So I'm going to put it on the line. That's it. Oh, I'm happy with that. That's the outputs dealt with. Let me double check. Pretty sure that everything's all good. Yep, that's all there. And that's hooked up there. Right. So next up is to bring the copper and the deuterium, which are both ready to go. Then I've just got to belt them in. This is where things are going to get complicated. It's the next floor up, it doesn't matter really. I am going to try and bring him across. So if I bring him in here, this is sort of, I can make it work. So that would work through here, but it only goes as far as there. I think there's obviously a reason why that is like that. Oh, hold on. That's all of that, but I'm talking about the top level. This is a machine that's not being used. I've forgotten that. I think we're just going to ignore the fact that I've forgotten that machine. I'll just turn him off. Okay, well then I could run those in. Two deuteriums. Just double check. Everything else is running. Alright. Yeah, I think so. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. I just need to quickly go to the toilet. Rightio, so we are going to bring over deuterium. Now these ones. Alright, Alright, so I want to do so I should be able to do that to there. And this one we'll do the same again. So this one is the 93. Just gonna make a note. No, that's 18. 18.75 and 3.33. Alright, so this one would be there. This one is a problem. So I might put that one. It's not going to work there. Oh well. Could go. So that'll be Ethereum. Just make sure I understand how it's coming in. It needs to go to the right. And the left. And that's none. So right is Ethereum. And this one here so the right Inscriptorium. And the left is overflow. Yep. Okay, that's that and that. So the whole point of all of that was this there.
Buckle up, there's a raid incoming.
Goes to there, perfect.
Thank you, Frutchy, for the raid of 8 viewers.
Smack
Look
thank
out.
you very much for your resub.
Thank you, Morgant1C, for renewing your Tier 1 sub of 50 months. Tomb Raid Boo. Frutch be evil.
Smackin' thanks you very much for your
No worries,
resub.
Frutchy. Go and drop
Thank you,
Frutchy a
House
follow,
of Metza,
folks,
for
if you're not
renewing your
already.
Tier 1 sub of 48 months. Tomb Raid Boo. Frutch be evil.
Thanks for coming with that raid, Frutchy. It's great to have you here and great to say goodbye. It's a booby raid. I love me some boobies. Morgantic coming in with a resub at 50 months. Absolutely awesome. Really appreciate your generosity and support, Morgantic. And then Meza follows up 48 months of a resub. Absolutely amazing. Currently on a 19-month streak. That is out of this world. Thank you very much, Meza. And welcome, Raiders. Karami, welcome. Good to see you. How was Frutchy's stream? Playing a bit of Minecraft, I see. I'll try and look after you. I'm just trying to run some conveyor belts for Quickwire. Yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just making things look nice, and I think I've done it. So Caterium and copper, and we'll have, once the Caterium copper is coming in, I will have Quickwire being made. So that one, the road sign is a larger number. Alright. And then we've got to go down another floor. Rightio. That's this one. And this one. I'm going to that's about as far as I can go with that one. And then it was these two here. So just doing some logistics at the moment, folks. We're adding some output belts around. I hope everyone's doing well today. And I'm going to put... So that's not going to work, is it? I'm going to put... Did that there. And then on the line. Where are we? This one here. See how this works. I got my glasses fixed, for those who are wondering where I was for a week. It's because my glasses broke and I was waiting for them to get new frames or get the replacement frames. They're under warranty, thankfully, but yeah. Apparently they paid for overnight shipping and that took a week to get them there, but anyway, these things happen. Maybe on the center thing. And then in another week I'll probably get my new... I've also ordered some new ones. So I'll have a second pair. So when these emergencies happen in the future, I'll be more prepared. I think I'm going to put that one in. That one. And then the other one. Can't put it where I want to put it, so it's going to stay there. That's the big one. But we're at the top. And the big one... I think we'll put it there. Well, you know, I didn't really need that, did I? No. That got me to there. This one. I'm going to change this. I'm going to put that there. Alright, that's that one. No, hook them up. And I've done the belts wrong, have I? No, that's right. Let's hook them up and then I'll make sure my supports are in place. Put one there. Same with this one here. Matri, hello, welcome. How are you today? That one I reckon only needs that. Rightio. Right, so that's the Caterium going in. Now the copper is what I need to bring in. And this one is and overflows straight ahead. All right. So that's probably can I do it? Right, so that'll be in here. Let me just go back and have a look. $93.75 in copper. And then this one here needs 16.65. Right, and I should put so this is going to be here. This is the 16. Alright, so I need to go down one. It's just one, is it? That's crap. Let's do this. That was weird. Where's that going to? All the way down on the wall, way over there. Too long. Oh, that's that one. And then this one. Is a Mark II, isn't it? 93. Sweet. Alright, so that's the Mark II. That's the Mark I. So we're looking for 93.75. Cooling, turbo. No, we're going to go down a floor. There's probably some of these here. $131.25, not that one. $93.75, and that's one of them. And this one here. That's that one and this one. Right. And they've just got to go the floor above, don't they? So they could come in here. And I'll go one there and one there. Now that one I can't put there. I'll go maybe there. What's up, mate? You want a pat, do you? Hey? Coming up for a pat? Oh, there's a good boy. Hey? What's going on? What are you up to? Hmm? Ooh, big sniffs. Big sniffs. Hmm? Do I smell of something, do I? I smell of children you haven't smelt before. Well, that's likely. Ooh, big scratch on the bum. Loving it. And on his chest. Oh. Mm. Yeah. Who's a good boy? Hmm? Yeah. All right, all done. All right. Well. Alright, so that. That one there goes to there. And this one here goes to there. Rightio. We're going down. Okay, so this is a 16.7, so this is that one there. So it's going to come to that went the wrong spot. All right. So I think it's not there. It's not there. So then that means I can do this. That's that one going. And then we've got we'll go to there. Nope. Next one up. That's it. Then it's the output of this one. It is the last machine. No, it's not. So if I did it there. That one can go there. Supposed to be Mark 2. Everything else is Mark 2. Sweet. Alright, we should now have oh my god, I can't do this for the life of me. Oh, I'm terrible. We now have conveyor. We should now have Quickwire being made once this gets to the machines. That one's right. And that was my goal today, was to get AI limiters running. So once this is running properly, that's the Caterium coming in. Here's the Caterium coming in for that one. So they're already syncing. So now we're just waiting on the copper that's about to come in, which is... oh, it's all happening now. Yeah. Alright, that was a Mark 3, and that's fixed. Everything else should be right. No. Couple of quick little issues, but nothing serious. Beautiful. It all looks like it's running as it should. And then this one next to it. Sweet. Bare minimum effort. Hello, welcome. Good to see you there today. Now we should start to see Quickwire on these two. That's 1, that's 3. That should all be correct. Oh yeah, it's coming through at the right rates. How much Quickwire? Yes, that's correct. Well, on this belt, I should be getting 225 per minute. And this one should be 39.9 per minute. Now that does not look correct. There's something wrong. Hold on. That's 3. That's 3. I've screwed up. No, I've put them the wrong way. Alright, I need to flip these around. So this is Mark 3, alright. Well, yes, technically there is a Mark, it's Mark 1 by accident. There's a lot of Mark 1 by accident. So I need to change. Alright. Jake, good evening. Is it me or a long time ago I saw you pop in my Twitch list? Jake, I probably came in your Twitch list a while ago. Absolutely. So that should be a 3. And that's a 3. Randy. Now it's not time. Alright, I think Randy wants to go out. I'll be back in 1 sec. Bare minimum effort. I use Satisfactory calculator interactive map to demolish my world yesterday. Then had to use it again to give me bloody statues back. Yep, that's what happens. Everything's an item, isn't it? Hold on, if I do this properly... No, I need... yeah. Now this is... okay, this will be alright. So I should just be able to do this and this. Right, that'll sort that out. and then this. Alright, let's fix that. A little bit finagling, but it all works in the end. Alright, they perfect. And alright, yep. Planning out blueprints now, since building custom every time made me burn out again. Yep. Yeah, you definitely need the blueprints to help you out there for sure. You for your statues, you only had 3. Adequate, pretty good, and silver, but I earned those, damn it. Absolutely. Yeah, well, it's a bit of work now that you've decided to rebuild everything. Alright, these are all still running at 100%, so the incoming resources are correct. And they're correct, so that's now working correctly. Now they're just not running because it's waiting for the... That's just starting to catch up now. Perfect. Alright, let's go follow that through. You kept the tech, so you used the power augmenter to run your hover pack. That's a great idea. Yeah, well, that's it. That's a good way of doing it too. When you've got your technology, you can start to do that. You don't have to restart from scratch, so to speak. There, I can't really count that one because it's... Now that's overflow. That's good. That's correct. But these are 75 each, so these need to be marked 2. Yeah, I know what happened. The way I did them all. I changed my mind a bit after the fact. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Just gotta let Randy back in. Alright. So that's coming the right amount. I'm gonna check this here. That's 100%. That's 89. It's catching up because I had the wrong belt speed. But there, it's perfect now. Right, so now these are heading over to one's going to supercomputers. They're both going to the supercomputers. So let's check that is the case. Remember this. It's been a long time, but here they are. Here they go. Oh yeah, they're on that belt. They're on these belts. I don't think... Yeah, they're coming, they're just taking their time, that's good. Yeah, they go this way. This is Computer Factory. So keep going this way. So that's going to be them. One goes down there and one goes over to here. These, yep. Oh yeah, and then there's stuff on the back side. So computers are the last bit for this one. And then, I don't know why I don't have plastic on the ones above. Oh, I didn't focus on that. That's alright. I know why. The ones above are for assembly director system and they're not focused on at the moment, I don't think. We'll work that out. 11.25 a minute. And this one is that's 2 a minute, yeah. Yeah, why? 30 plastic. Yeah, I wonder why my plastic isn't running. I'm just going to have a look at that while I wait for the other ones. Because I thought I had the plastic organise in advance. Alright, so it's supposed to be coming in here. It's that one there. That belt there. So the top belt. Right, so it's this one here. It's a bit of a minefield. It's that one there. Oh, I've been here before. Right, this one. Still not coming down. Right, it's this one here. And it hasn't got the fuel yet. Have I run the fuel here? I'm supposed. Oh, this might be a. This would be a pump issue, I think. This is exactly what this is. Yep. Yep. So I just didn't put a pump on it. Oh, hold on. No, let's keep going down. There's my problem. Alright, so the floor below, I need another pump. I'm missing a pump. There should be a pump. Yeah. Possibly. I might try and place it the same height as that one. We'll see what happens. Rightio. That looks like all it was. One missing pump. Because I thought I'd done the plastic for all of that. because it was recycled rubber plastic. Look at that, perfect. It's bang, it's full now. Right. That was perfect. All right, sweet. And let's go and check our AI limiters and see if they're making it the right rate now. They do look like they're coming in at the right rate. And it's supposed to be 11.25. So now computers is our last hurdle for what we've got to get for supercomputers. And it's the Criterion computers. So I think it may just be the Quickwire that's left. It is. Well, that'll be in the next episode. That won't take long because all I've got to do is run the belts over here and then supercomputers will start running. But I've reached my limit today. I may have work tomorrow, I don't know, but I have to be able to wake up in the morning to be able to answer any calls to go and do work. So that's excellent. That is I'm really happy about that. That's the last milestone. He's getting the Quickwire coming over here, and it's already, like, I just have to bring it in. I've already got it built. Well, no, I haven't built it here yet, but that's the last step. Once the Quickwire comes in, it's got to come in here. Once I bring the Quickwire in here, bang bang, we'll be good. Demon, good night, Smirkin and chat. Good noon indeed. I am about to wrap it up for the day, unfortunately. We are going to get some Quickwire belted over tomorrow. Supercomputers will be running. And then that means, what comes next? Let me have a look at my spreadsheet. Assembly director system next, which the supercomputers have already made. The adaptive control units are already being made. So I've just got to hook them up. I've got to run those supercomputers back to the space elevator factory. Oh, that's excellent. We will have assembly director systems making by the end of tomorrow's episode, I think. They'll be making, and then we'll move on to, wow, my next big step in the whole chain is uranium power. I'm going to be making 12 reactors of uranium fuel rods. That's the beginning of my uranium nuclear phase, and we'll be moving away. I'm going to build it in a different area to this factory, so we'll be having a break somewhere else. So that'll be 75,000 megawatts we'll be making with the uranium power, with the uranium fuel rods. Here we go, complexity. I know, right? Why do I put myself through it? I'm really looking forward to giving it a go. I've been thinking about it because it's going to be a different build to this city build. It's going to be a more purpose fit in like a one to the other to the other to the other, so to speak. Hard to explain, but we'll work it out. 7 coupons we made today. All right. Well, folks, excellent progress today. We added another floor to the Quickwire factory, pre-configured all those machines for upcoming production lines, and then we sent that Quickwire that we needed for the AI limiters over. AI limiters are now running. We have one more component now being made for the supercomputers, and that's already belted up, so it's already hitting the supercomputer manufacturers. The only thing I've got left for supercomputers now is Quickwire, and I pre-configured that today, so in the next episode all we have to do is belt over those 2 belts of Quickwire to our different supercomputer production lines, because we've been making supercomputers for assembly director systems coming up at the same time. So once they're running, all I have to do is run back the dedicated assembly director system supercomputers to the space elevator factory, build the machine to make the assembly director systems, because the other space elevator parts are already being made. It's all automated, so we just hook that up, and we will have our first part of phase 4 being automated and running. And then lots of good stuff to come ahead after that. Then we'll be moving on to some nuclear power, so that's going to be fun. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.